Life at home. What can we do? I guess with John was here in the studio, doctor. Did I say doctor?
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Okay, let's go like that.
Yeah.
Reverend Donkoh. I'm giving him a doctorate title this morning.
Yeah.
Who is with the Royal Believers Ministry? I hope you're well.
I'm blessed.
How are things for you?
Things are good. God has been good, and I mean, He has given us the gift of life, and it must be appreciated. Yeah.
And how is your church handling? You know, Sundays we no more go to church. There's less church activities now. How is the church handling it?
Yes, I personally have a plan for the church. So what we do is that whenever I'm supposed to preach on Sunday, I do the message, send it across to them. We have a platform, a church preach platform.
Okay.
So what we do is that if I'm supposed to preach this particular message on Sunday, it's arranged, well cooked, and then I share it on our church page.
Okay. And
then I make sure I check on them individually, and then also send messages to the church page to educate and to strengthen them. So for me,
you don't do the live streaming thing?
No, personally I don't. The reason is the Facebook thing is choked. Too many people there, and everybody's trying to prove a point, and so some of us, no, there's no need.
Okay.
Going there doesn't add anything, whether you are there or not. You still have to focus on your vision, because the 2 weeks doesn't really affect you if you have a plan.
I like that. Okay, let's talk about this entire partial lockdown, if I describe it.
Okay.
Life at home and how we can all manage. On the general front, how can we put ourselves together within this particular period? We're going to be home for 2 weeks.
It's wonderful and interesting. And number one, what I want to say is, this period of time is going to reveal the character and the attitude of a lot of people, especially married couples. You understand? If you are doing something out there that is not good, these 2 weeks you need to keep yourself indoor. And your wife or your husband is going to see things that will marvel him, that will surprise him, that will come as a surprise. You understand? So for me, these 2 weeks, I don't understand why people go like, these 2 weeks I am bored, I'm not happy.
But we hear that a lot.
Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. People go like, I'm not happy. Look, education is nothing. Talent is worthless if you are not a thinker. And I repeat, education is nothing. Talent is worthless if you are not a thinker. You see, in life, it takes thinkers to plan, and it takes planners to be thinkers. You understand what I'm saying? Now, even in the mind of God, God is a planner, and that is why the world is in shape. He planned. You know, in the days of Noah, when God wanted to destroy the world with flood, God gave measurements of the ark to Noah. God is a planner. You know, as we are seated here, we believe in hell and heaven. You know, heaven is unseen. I mean, we don't see it. We don't know where it is, but it has been designed. It is there already. God is a planner. So it tells you that if your creator is a planner, then what are you supposed to do with your life? So within these 2 weeks, if you cannot plan, then I'm sorry for you. You'll be so frustrated. You'll be so depressed. You go like, if you're boring. No, there should be a plan for the house. And a good man is a man who plans. If let me say a husband, you know, you must be you shouldn't have plans because the 2 weeks are here or is here. You should have a plan before the 2 weeks.
But you didn't know about the 2 weeks, so
you didn't know. So it means that you should have had the plan for your family before the 2 weeks came. You understand? So if you are telling me the house is boring and you are not enjoying your wife, you are not enjoying your husband, you are not enjoying your children, then I'm sorry for you. You are not a planner, and you are also not a thinker. I'm sorry.
But in realistic terms, I mean, for staying that long, it might get still. It might get bored in a way because the same old thing that you're doing.
No, it's not true.
Doesn't change.
No, the truth is that is what people think. You know, these 2 weeks for me is good. The reason is that the businessman does not have time to rest. He's always on the hit, always on the run. You know, I have to go here, I have this appointment, I need to attend this meeting. And for the 2 weeks, number one, it gives you an opportunity to rest. And then also, it gives you an opportunity for you to have time with your family. You understand? And how can you stay with your family for 2 weeks indoor and you are bored? And you shouldn't tell me that we are doing the same thing. Then it means you don't have plan. And when you lack plan, The answer is frustration. You understand? So 2 weeks with your wife and your kids or your children, there should be a plan. So once you follow the plan, the house cannot be boring.
Right. What's going to be so special about the 2 weeks? Will 2 weeks make any difference at all? That's your home throughout, compared to the number of years you've been with whoever you want to be with, and number of years you've been at that same house. Will 2 weeks make any difference at all?
Yes. Because see, when it comes to change, it doesn't take 2 days, 3 days, or a week. Change takes a day. In other words, if you really want to change something, you start from somewhere.
Yes.
You know, I know a lot of husbands who abuse their wives. They don't have time. They're always, stuck at work. They are too busy. Just 2 weeks, at least you're going to have time to communicate well with your wife and your children.
Does it happen like that? Will it happen like that?
It should be. It is not happening because
if you're not in a good relationship with someone, and let me use this word force, and you're forced to now live in the same house with the person that you don't have an escape point. That creates a different sort of tension in the house.
But why should you not have a good relationship with your wife or your spouse? Why should you?
There are challenges. There are different.
There are challenges. So within these 2 weeks, the challenges should be fixed. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I get it.
So you may hate something about me. I may not like something about you. But at least within these 2 weeks, we can sit and sort issues out amicably. You understand? So that we will enjoy our home.
What if it doesn't happen? What if
it must happen?
They are both in their same in their space and in their own corner. Nobody wants.
You are educated not because you have certificates. You are educated because you are a planner. You know what to do with your family. You understand?
Yes.
So you cannot use book you cannot use book to deceive us and tell us that I am well educated, I have my masters. No, you must have a plan for your family. It must work. Then if it is not working, then it means you don't love your family or you don't appreciate your wife. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So for me, it is good for families.
Okay.
For me, even those who are dating, it is good because you don't have time to be able to settle issues with your guy.
But you don't see each other.
Phone calls, communication. Communication has nothing to do with seeing you.
Okay.
I mean, by God's grace, we have a lot of technology, WhatsApp, phone calls. So for me, you have a lot of 2 weeks good. Enjoyable weeks.
All right, you keep talking about plan.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how we can have an effective plan. So for you, what would be an effective plan within this week for you to put together? Let's start off first with the family, that will come to the singles and other stages too. So let's start with the family. What would be an effective plan for you to have for the family?
Effective plan has to do with not what you do daily, as in routine. Routine is boring.
Yes.
You understand?
That's what I was talking about.
It's like also be on tea. Watch TV. Watch TV.
It's boring.
And but Charlie, it will be boring.
Yes.
But you must have a plan. Plan is what changes the atmosphere. In other words, Monday we are doing something. Tuesday we are doing something. Imagine every day you are eating garlic, or every day you are taking rice. It's going to be boring.
It becomes boring.
Thank you. So you're going to have a plan in terms of your meals, how you eat. So what you do is that Monday, you are taking protein. On Tuesday, probably you are taking carbohydrates, or you understand what I'm saying. So there should be a plan. You should be able to sit with your family, especially with your husband or wife, and say, this is what we really want to do. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. For example, for me, when I wake up every morning, I exercise. But on the daily, notes, I wasn't doing it that much because I was busy. Sometimes you wake up early morning and you want to hit the office, but people are waiting for you for counseling, and you want to, no. This time I wake up, I do press up. I wake up, I walk, up and down. I take something, So for me, there should be a plan. You cannot be a man who is not exercising. At least this one will give you an opportunity for press up. You can be doing skipping in your house with your family, your wife, and you can play Ludo. There are many things you can do in the house.
I'm glad you've raised this thing, but there are some homes that relationship is not there. They don't play. They rarely talk together. They're just there. It's a master and a servant sort of relationship. Oh, how are you? Have you eaten? What is there? Okay, the food is there. The money, how are the children? That's that kind of relationship at home. So when suddenly everything must change to a 360, where there is no relationship, they are just there. Nothing actually is happening. They rarely have a conversation. Anytime they're going to talk will be about the children. It becomes difficult. How do you really situate yourself in that situation? Just to make it so real that you can quickly turn around and ensure that you have an effective home within this period. Because the thing is not there.
It is not there.
It is not.
Then you should divorce. I mean, how can you be keeping somebody's daughter with you, somebody's son with you, and it is not there? Why did you marry him or her, and in the first place? You understand? This thing has to do with our attitude. You know, sometimes there are couples, they start very well.
Yes.
Very well on a good note, on a good platform, with a higher speed, and then suddenly there comes change.
And go off just.
It goes. Thank you. It means that we started well. So what has changed? That which has changed must be brought back. So if I used to play with you and now it is not there, then it must come back. And trust me, most of the men are cheating. Most of the women are cheating. So what happens?
They're not going to be happy with you this morning.
No, I mean that is the truth. So what is going to happen is that now you are kept for 2 weeks indoor with your wife. Now you are not comfortable to do what you used to do or you used to do in your own environment. So what is going to happen is that it's like, I'm not comfortable. I want to be free. You understand? So therefore it looks like the girlfriends will be missing their
whatever.
I'm sorry.
Boyfriends or
thank you.
So husband boyfriends.
So what is going to happen is that this is an opportunity. If there is something your wife is not doing right that made you flirt or cheat, you need to sit her down and speak your mind to her. If there is something your husband is doing you don't like as a wife, sit him down and speak to him. So for me, within these 2 weeks, it's an opportunity. It's a privilege. For example, those who are Christians, it's a privilege. Have time to read your Bible. You are too busy. Have time to fast. Have time to communicate with God or to God. So within these 2 weeks, it gives you an opportunity to get closer to God. It's not always about WhatsApp, Facebook, watching TV, WhatsApp, Facebook. Yes, WhatsApp, Facebook. It will be boring. So it looks like then you're going to spend much data watching gossip, listening to things you should not listen to, and it's not going to help you. It will not add value to your life. So for me, I mean, the families should have a plan.
What role should technology or social media play in all this within this 2 weeks? There are some homes that, I mean, that's the norm. The moment they get home, everybody's on the phone. They rarely have that contact time. So these 2 weeks will not be anything different because their phones are still there and their phones are still a companion to them. So within these 2 weeks, what role should technology or social media play in all this? Because people even spend much time with their phones that they even spend with their partners. Yeah,
it's sad. It shouldn't be so. I mean, social media or this technology thing shouldn't take the place of love.
It has actually, unfortunately.
But it's bad. You know, your wife is on the phone, you're also on the phone, and
your children are also on their phone.
Thank you. They are playing games on the tablets, and everybody is busy, and so there's no much communication, and that is the problem in our marriages today. No communication. Even when the wife want to talk to the man, it's like, so you are not paying attention. Therefore, if another man pays attention to the wife, temptation comes. You understand? For example, yesterday my wife was trying to show me something on the phone, and then I was busy working with my phone. I was working. I wasn't playing. I was working. Yes, I was working with my phone. You know, Facebook is a platform where you can work. At the same time, you can be playing games.
Also be playing.
You should be able to use it wisely. And then she said, watch. I said, look, hold on. I'm doing something important on my phone. Then she said, can't you give me 5 minutes of your time? At least pay attention to what I'm going to show you. And then you continue with, and then I realized the sense in what she said. So I had to break, watch, listen. And you know, women, they need attention. It is normal. When you don't give a woman attention, she will give you tension.
Okay.
So for women, every woman needs attention, and you must respond. And don't go like my heart drink crowd.
Men also need attention.
But women, they are gifted. In fact, that is their talent. They need much attention than men.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yes. Women don't play with the attention of a woman.
Okay.
You understand? So for me, I had to watch and then continue with whatever I was doing, and she was okay. And I am sure within these 2 weeks, a lot of men will be very angry.
Exactly.
Why you don't cast too much? We mean if you're Christian and I'm no, it shouldn't be so.
If you
these 2 weeks, build a bond. Have time for your family. Take your time and listen to your wife.
Let's talk about the singles. There are a lot of young people at home now.
Yeah.
University students, workers and all that. And this time around, they're not going to school. They're not going to work. They don't have time for their boys. They don't have time to hang out with their boyfriends or girlfriends. You're home. What should they do? What should be the plan for them?
The plan
is they don't even have a family. It's just them they're home.
Yeah. Singleness is not when there is no one. Singleness is when your mind tells you are single. And I will explain. Within these 2 weeks, you can add value to your life. As a single person. Number one, you can read books.
Yes.
And that is very important. You can stay home and educate yourself. Thank God for the internet and thank God for technology. There are many things you can do as a single man, as a single young lady, without the interference of your fiancé or your boyfriend. No, you don't need it. And so for me, if these 2 weeks you cannot add value to your life by reading books, you will never add value to your life again.
Okay.
Like I was saying, on the same platform, Facebook, people are doing business. In fact, businesses. There are platforms you go, if you want to buy a shoe, you just order. There are platforms on social media, if you want to go get food, you just do it. Here you are spending all your data listening to gossip. What value are you adding to your life? So for me, singleness has nothing to do with you being alone. It has to do with your mind. If you see yourself to be alone, then you cannot add value to your life. But if you see yourself in your future, then you can do something in the now.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. That is it.
All right. And like the earlier question I asked before, will the 2 weeks make any difference at all?
Yes.
I mean, because it's just 2 weeks.
2 weeks is
because if after the second week, and by God's grace, which we're expecting, things are okay, and we're able to contain this whole thing in the country, then life goes back to normal. So what happens then? Am I going back to my old ways, or can I continue what I started with the 2 weeks?
I love that.
Because I'm going back into that lifestyle again.
I love that. And that is what earlier on I said. You see, one of the things we need to understand is that if you need new results, then there should be a change.
Yes.
If you cannot change, you cannot get the results you are looking for. 2 weeks is an opportunity for preparation. You understand? So once you are home, sit, take a notebook, start writing few things down. What am I doing wrong that I'm not getting the results I need? So once I'm not getting the results I need, then there is something I'm doing wrong. So I need to do it right. And what can I do right now? So within these 2 weeks, these are days of preparation. So 2 weeks, it can change a lot of things in your company, in your marriage, in your life. 2 weeks, good. You can sit, write few things down, and decide that if this is what I'm doing and it's not helping me, then I am changing. So in those days, whenever we go for holidays, you will see that in our communities, the young ladies and the young men, we come together to play football. We come together, and those days when you close from school, you are rushing home. Because it's like the entertainment was. So what has happened now? That some of us will even use the church as an excuse. Look, within these 2 weeks, I've learned a lot. I now know that people were even using the church as an entertainment center. That is it.
How did you get to know that?
I got to know it. Sundays people are excited because they are going to meet new people. No plan. So it means that without the church gathering, from Monday to Saturday, they were not happy with their lives.
So it's good that the church is giving them happiness.
But it's not the best.
How?
Because then from Monday to Saturday, what becomes of you without the church? Life is about you. It's not about the church. The church plays its spiritual role. But if the church is not there, what do you do with your life? So then it tells me that from Monday to Saturday, you didn't even have a plan for your life. So on Sundays, like, hey, because you know, your happiness should not be based on friends. Your happiness should be based on yourself, who you are, and what you think of yourself. I hope you understand. I've seen people use the church as an excuse to go out.
Yes.
You know, to run away from the house to wherever they want to go to. So look at this: 2 weeks no church, and you're already sad. So for me, the youth over there could have done something with their lives. You know, I saw 3 young ladies. I mean, the 3 of them. But I could be careful. Owari. You know Owari?
I know Owari.
You know Owari? Those days, if you cannot get the wooden one, you to form.
Yes.
You know, you remember that? You to form. Na ya yakope aje. You know, we put it in, and then we play. And we were so happy. We were so excited. Ebikoto spa. You know, and then you see your fathers playing spa, and they were so happy. So what is wrong with us? WhatsApp has taken the place of our happiness.
Our mobile phones, WhatsApp, chat.
Technology has taken the place of our happiness.
But someone will say that that's the age we find ourselves in.
It doesn't mean you must spend.
That's the period we find
ourselves in. It doesn't mean
the world is actually ruled with that. The world is moving with that.
No, we rule the world. Technology does not rule the world. Without us, technology will be useless. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Thank you. So we are making technology. It doesn't mean you must spend all your time on WhatsApp. So much that you don't even have time to communicate with your wife or husband. You know, we are living in the days, sometimes you wake up in the morning and something tells you pick your phone, put on your data, and check how many people. You know, bad, very bad. So we can't even do our quiet time, our morning devotion. Look, this season is a good season where a husband should be able to hold the hands of the family and then they should pray together. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian. A man who you cannot pray with your family, you are playing. Because you need God. God must be the center of your marriage. You understand? So for me, these 2 weeks, you can really do a lot of things with your family. And stop wasting time on WhatsApp. You sit on WhatsApp 3-4 hours without saying hello to your wife, not even good morning. How are you? How was your night? And you go, okay. No, there is something wrong with your marriage.
This becomes normal in some homes.
See, when wasting time becomes normal, there is no resurrection.
It's okay. It's normal. We are fine.
It shouldn't be normal. If things becomes normal, then divorce becomes normal.
We're talking about how phones and this WhatsApp chatting thing is creating problems.
Yes.
And how we can do away with it within this particular period and spend much quality time with people. How easy is that to do, especially if you build these habits for a period now? With 2 weeks, again, I keep on asking, would 2 weeks make any difference at all?
Yes. It's all about self-discipline and then self-awareness. You understand? You need to understand that habits... it's not something we just got it today. It's something you did, you know, daily. And then now it has become a habit. And therefore it must be solved in the same process. Okay, so what you do is that you start self-discipline. For me, I have times I go to WhatsApp. I don't just go to WhatsApp because I want to go there. I go there because I have something to do there. So most of the time my data is off, so that it wouldn't be like my send you message my data is already off, and then when I want to do something important, I go there, and that is when I see I have a leisure time. Without leisure times, I don't go to WhatsApp. When I have leisure times, I do that. So once I entered here, I open my data, everything started coming, then I off it. Then I will do most of the reply without my data on. And so once I put my data on, it goes, then I off it, so that somebody will not come and then disturb you. So you must be able to discipline yourself. Say to yourself, this thing is not helping my marriage. It is giving me problems in my house. No, you cannot let WhatsApp separate your marriage. Then what is the essence and the respect you have for your partner?
These things are happening.
It is happening because then you don't respect your partner. I'm sorry.
These are really happening.
See, if you choose your laptop and your phones or your WhatsApp page than your partner, then for me, you don't respect him or her. You understand? If you respect something, you pay attention to it. And so if you don't respect your spouse, your wife or your husband, and then all you do is to do what's up, and when she or he wants to talk to you, it's like, I'm doing something with my... No, it doesn't show respect. You should be able to control that edge, that passion.
How does things really get to that stage? As you said, some people start very well. They start without these things. They start in the way that you put your phones away. When you are together with the person, you're not on your phone. But suddenly it turns out to be something different along the line. How does it get to that stage? What happens for it to get to that stage? What goes on wrong along that chain before you get to that particular stage when things get that bad?
You cannot plant a seed and not water it, and you expect it to germinate.
That's true.
I mean, you can't. Yeah. How can you plant a seed and say, you need to water it. You need to work, cultivate it, do something about it. So marriage is not something you go into it and then you expect it to become what you are dreaming of or what you want it to become. You work it.
You work at it. Yeah.
To become it. I mean, what you want to see in your marriage depends on how ready you are. So if you are not working on it, you don't expect it to become how you want it to be. So for me, you started well. What were the things you were doing that made it right? That now you are not doing it anymore. That is making it wrong. Go back, start doing it, and your marriage will be right.
Maybe from the beginning you were just pretending, you were just tolerating, you were just making...
Don't go into marriage with pretense. It's a curse. Don't even start it. How can you pretend towards your partner? How long can you keep this pretense? How long? How wicked can you be? No, please. Don't go into it with pretense. If you don't like it, walk out. If you like it, be there. And once you are there, you must understand that enjoying happiness in marriage is not by prayer, it's by work.
It's not by prayer to enjoy.
It's by work.
It's by work.
Yes. You don't enjoy your marriage because you are a prayer tower. Yes. You don't enjoy your marriage because you are a pastor. You don't enjoy your marriage because you are baptized in the Holy Ghost. You enjoy your marriage because you are working on it. It must be cultivated. You must work hard towards the happiness and the unity of your marriage.
Does it work if only one person wants to work on it?
Yes. Once you are ready to make it work, it works.
Not the two, but just one.
It takes the two do, but then it starts with one. So once the first person decide that something is not done right, I need to put it right. I sit with you, we sit down, we talk about this thing amicably and say, look, this thing is not right with us. Let's do it this way to help us. And that's how here we go. So it starts with one and then it ends with two.
And what if the second person or the other person does not actually follow suit? Oh, kasadodo, oh, hardrendodo. Fear.
Deliverance.
You're nagging. You're always finding faults. You're always finding problems. What is it? There's nothing wrong. I don't see anything wrong. In a way to shut you up.
Yeah.
What if that's the situation?
Deliverance. Then it means that for me, it means that first of all, the person does not pay attention to you and does not respect you. You know, sometimes when you are in marriage for some period of time, you know, something happens strange. You become familiar with the person.
Yes.
And if care is not taken, the respect you give to the person is gone. For no reason.
Yes.
The love you had for them. That is what I'm saying. Marriage is a whole work. It's an institution of work. And so I respected you. I loved you. But then once you become familiar with him or her, that drive, that passion begins to wither.
But shouldn't it be the other way around? When I become familiar and comfortable with you, shouldn't it be the stage where I can actually be all out and all over you because I'm familiar and comfortable with you?
It should have been, but humanly, because of our character. This one has nothing to do with that. Our character, because we love lying. You understand? Some of the things we do in marriage, it doesn't make sense anymore. You do it, and then the other party looks at you and it's like, I'm losing my faith in you. That loyalty, that faithfulness is gone now. So it's like, no, I don't respect you anymore. You are a liar. And once your partner sees you from that angle, that eye, the respect is gone. Especially if you are a liar in marriage. You lie so much that your partner can look at you and say, you are a liar, and you are still lying. When they are telling you a liar, you lose your respect. So for me, once you are doing something that is making you not win the heart of your partner, to be able to keep, that respect. I mean, how you start, you just have to go back.
In periods like this, the extended family, if you used to see your mom every weekend, or used to see your parents every weekend, or every Friday, it becomes difficult for you to see them this time around. And with the whole kind of notion that is connected to this pandemic too, you want to find out and check up how they're doing. Is phone enough for you to really get in touch with them when you've had that physical contact with your parents for that long as well?
For now, for 2 weeks, phone is enough. I mean, and then there is a lockdown. You can't just drive around like you used to. So for me, communication, phone is enough. That's all. I mean, there's no need for you to force yourself. Kohem papa, kohem mommy. No, there's no need. Lockdown. Just be home. Keep calling them morning, afternoon, evening, check on them. And if they're okay, they're okay. If they tell you they are not okay, then you must look for an excuse or look for a way out to visit them. Probably you want to take them to see a doctor or something. Fine. But for me, for now, 2 weeks, communication is enough. Phone is enough.
What about those who say they would like to, if already they have not traveled, to be with them or ask them to come stay with them within this period? How do you handle a situation like this when maybe your parents are with you, and it's entire family in the house because of this particular period, because you want people around to ensure that everybody's fine? How do you handle that situation?
For me, meaning your parents are with you, in the same house, with your wife.
You brought them with the wife. I mean, the entire family. You brought them to come and stay with you for this particular period.
I mean, then it means you should be able to talk to your parents well, so that they will not invade much in your marriage. You understand? For me as a man, if you are the man and your parents are in there, once your wife and your kids are around or your children are around, what you do is that you make sure that you, for example, you have 2-bedroom flat. Please, you cannot bring your parents. So it should be you, your children, and your wife or your husband. So you must look at your accommodation, the aspect of your accommodation, where you are living. If you don't have enough rooms, don't entertain too much people around you. But if you have that ability, if you have that space, then fine. But then also you must let your parents understand that this is my marriage, and please, I need happiness. So they can enjoy the family, they can rejoice with you guys, but they should not invade that much. They should not dictate for your wife.
Okay, all right. Your mental health is also very important. We'll talk about mental health and see how best we can handle the entire mental health situation. Because if you have a very weak mental state, and your mental health is not that good, you're going to be in serious trouble. You can join us now, 0302 770 222. 0302 770 222. 0302 770 222. 0302 770 222. 0302 770 222. The number is on your screen. Join us and let's, if you have any question at all, any thought to share with us, why not? We'll be grateful to hear from you. So call us on 0302 770 222. 0302 770 222. I was listening to the World Health Organization's director, the Director General of the World Health Organization. He was outlining certain things. Most of this we've talked about. Well, one aspect he touched on is your mental health, where controlling what you think and the kind of information that comes to you, because there are lots of things out there which is putting fear into people.
Panic.
People are panicking and all that. In this particular situation, now that people, even you have a whole family around, one person's mental health, which is not good, can affect the entire family. One person's wrong notion about knowing one or two things can affect the entire family. So at what particular stage should we put our mental health to ensure that it's in the right position to see everybody through these 2 weeks?
Number one, we need to deal with fear. Fear is a powerful tool.
I tell you.
Fear.
I know about that.
Yes. When fear enters into your spirit,
it doesn't make you live life.
No. It makes you become, I don't know the word to use, but it makes you become, you are not of yourself. You are intimidated. You are afraid. For example, with this coronavirus, I remember one of my sons called me and said, Papa, menyebi. I said, when you be saying, never cool no. It's Madame for me. I said, be bare fear no me home. I said, it's when you be saying mental health. He said, no, Papa, no, Papa, we don't part from menyebi. Then I said, who told you when you be? Then I intentionally, I'm speaking the truth. I said, okay, go and take 2 sachets of water. Let me pray by it and the power of God, and then I did that. he called me back and said, "Hey, Papa, me so much. Papa, umpire na samiyade. Papa, umpire me powerful. Jesus, Papa, come here.
So you mentor.
Thank you.
I use that same line.
No, so I decided, if you don't do this, he's going to go like, Jesus, I'm dying. Yeah. And for me to be able to capture him, I decided to do this. And he called me back praising me, telling me my prayer is working, or it has worked. Then I realized that no, the guy wasn't sick. Mental, So what we are saying is that don't allow fear, and don't listen to any information that comes with fear. Don't entertain it. What you hear is what makes you.
That's true.
Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the. So please, what you are listening to, what you hear. For example, on our check page, I told them don't put anything that will create panic and fear on the page. Don't.
Yeah.
For example, 1,000 people are dead. 2,000, and it's like, oh, one of my sons called me from America and said, "Man of God, we are dying. In America, I'm telling you, we are dying. Now we cannot even breathe. We are afraid." Then I realized that this one is mental. See, so what has happened, and what is happening is that by fear, it has created panic. So much that now people are more comfortable. Now you meet people with gloves.
Yes.
You meet people with nose, mask, and then it's like once they have this one on, they are safe. But that is not the truth. It is because of fear. Once you understand the essence of this neatness on your environment, I don't think you need these gloves and this nose. You know what to do, and make sure you follow the instructions our leaders, they've given us. And that's all. So for me, don't listen to anything that will create panic and fear. Block your ears from that.
But you know that some people who don't have that mental strength, they are not able to control what they think.
Then it means you are too weak.
We have people like
you can easily be influenced.
We have people like that.
No, then they should work on themselves.
That's the problem. How to work on themselves is the issue. They don't even know how to work on themselves.
Work with the right people and listen to the right words.
Okay, let's move to New Age and speak to one of our friends there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Well, fine, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Joseph.
Joseph, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Joseph, let's hear you.
Yeah.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. I think what the pastor said was right. And no matter how the situation was, the gentleman or whoever he spoke to concerning him praying for, listen, he is there as a man of God. Whether the person has a psychic problem, whatever it is, you just say something and the person will be fine. That is why you are there as a man of God. So, you see, what I'm saying is that this thing actually is getting fear and panic. Do you understand? But if you have the fear of God in you, you don't fear anything. Let's look at this COVID-19 as a David and Goliath.
Okay.
Look at how tall Goliath is.
Yeah.
And look at David. So this thing is a signboard for people to know God. Draw close to your God. And families, husband and wife. I mean, why should you be angry with your wife? Why should your wife be, you can't claim this. Like was saying, he was doing something and the wife come and need attention. Listen, before this COVID-19, I'm telling you.
Before this COVID-19 what?
So we should pray. And that you should be at home, your children, your family should be to each other. Every morning, this COVID-19 should not come and teach you how to pray with your family. Every morning you should have a devotion with your family. You see, every evening you should have a devotion with your family before you go to bed. Because family is a church. Just start at home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joseph, for reaching us from New Age. I'm grateful for your time this morning. Is a church starts at home?
Of course, yes. That is why the Bible says that if you cannot take care of your family, you cannot take care of the church. Because Christianity starts from the house.
But there are a lot of people like that too.
They are there. They are not ready to. That is the truth. That is the truth. You understand? He said something very sensible and full of wisdom. He said, you don't have to wait for COVID-19 to be able to build your home. I mean, you should be.
That's why I kept asking whether the 2 weeks will make any difference at all.
Oh, it will make difference because
there are things that you're not.
No, for those who are very busy, those who are, there are people who are busy and they are really busy. They are not pretending. These 2 weeks will help you to build a bond with your family. So for me, it's good.
Right. Let's go to Kumasi. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
What's your name?
Enoch.
Enoch.
Yes.
Okay, Enoch from Kumasi. Let's hear you.
Please, I'm listening to your program.
Concerning the COVID-19, I want to say that every environment in which you are or time in which you are, the activities we do when they pollute the air, and then that leads to the poisoning of the air, and then people die. So what is happening in China, it happened in Ghana before, around Accra, which leads to what, cholera and the rest. People die. And it's happening in China, and so we have to be careful of our environment, not what is happening in China, and then we just fear in us, panicking here and there. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, for joining us. We're grateful for your time this morning. Well, let's be getting ready to wrap up. Again, let's help us with creating that discipline.
Yeah.
How do we create that discipline to ensure that we continue and we hold on to it?
Number one.
What do we invest in? What are the things we have to do to ensure, okay, do this, do that, do this?
Number one, know yourself. Know who you are. Know what you like and what you don't like. Be disciplined. Have principles that governs your life. Your yes should be your yes. Your no should be your no. Don't do what you don't want to do, and don't be under pressure. Don't let somebody influence you to do what you wouldn't want to do. Be yourself, and make sure you are doing the right thing because you're of yourself. I hope you understand.
How do you be yourself?
When you know who you are, you be yourself.
I once there was this sermon of yours I watched some time ago on social media that says that there are some people who go like media sanamitia.
No, you cannot be sanamitia.
So you need to change. Someone says that I'm myself, and that's who I am. I mean, that's me. That's myself. That's who I am. How do you handle it?
Yeah, then make sure if you are yourself, you are doing what is positive, not negative. For example, we will be quick-tempered.
Yes.
And then you tell us, no, you need to work on yourself because this temper thing has messed up a lot of things in your life. When you are good food, you can't tell me it is good for you. It's bad.
Right. Let's hold on to that. Let's go to Ades to talk to Rukaya. Good morning, Rukaya.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I can hardly hear you, though. If you can speak up a bit for us, we'll be grateful.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're well.
Oh, I'm well. I'm very well.
Good. Let's hear you.
But this sickness brings confusion in some other aspects. You know, we are married women, we are two. But because of this sickness, but you know, my husband now living as his third wife, and he didn't want to come to my place. I want to worry me. I feel like he abandoned me.
Okay. Alright, so your husband is with the first wife?
Yeah.
And because of this lockdown, rarely spends time with you?
Yes.
Okay.
So she's the second wife?
Because of that, yeah.
Okay. Yes. I think I understand your situation, Rukaya.
Yes.
Yes. I understand.
Thank you very much.
You understand her?
Yes, I understand her. I understand her. But I'm very sorry. She needs to bear with it, the pain. I mean, she's the second wife, and the man chooses to, spend time with the first wife, and that is the price you pay as a second wife. And I'm sorry, that is the truth. I mean, that is
it's allowed, actually.
It's allowed. I mean, yeah, it's allowed. But what I'm trying to say is that these are two wives.
Yes.
And the man chooses to be with the other. Unfortunately, one in a lockdown, they buy. So the man cannot, come to you. So you need to bear with it that he hate to.
And it's not that. Maybe it's deliberate that he cannot.
That is what I'm saying. Lockdown action war. So you need to. So you, the second one, you need to, consider the man, and then I'm sorry, bear with it. That's all.
That's the only way out.
That is the only way
out. Just bear with it.
All right, good.
All right. Let's talk to Diana, who's reaching us from Accra. Diana, good morning to you. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you, Diana.
Hello. I've been listening to
Diana, I'm sorry. We hardly can hear. Your line is not that clear. Speak up a bit.
Guy for a man now.
Can you come again, please? Hello?
Yes.
Diana?
Hello?
Yes, Diana, let's hear you again.
Okay. What should I do? Then I don't.
Okay, alright. Okay, Diana, thank you. You heard that?
Yeah, she's been dating the guy for a month now.
He doesn't call her.
But the guy doesn't call at all. The guy doesn't care. Break up. These are signs. So easy? Yes. Look, you see, most of our problems in our marriages started from courtship, dating. But we decided to overlook it. But we're not best to break up. Until now. Don't play. See, God uses signs and tokens, things to speak to man, but man does not pay attention to it. So some of these things, God is telling you, this guy is not serious, be careful. If in date, you know, when you are dating the person, he looks so attractive, she looks, so you are eager. It's like you, there'll be a certain you are afraid to lose the person. In dating, I'm not afraid to lose you. In marriage, I will never care to lose you. So once I am dating you and we cannot communicate well, what is the assurance that when we are married, there will be good communication? There will never be. What he has started, he will finish it.
What is good? That's true.
So what I'm saying is that break up.
But they should talk about it first.
Talk about it. She's saying we've been dating for 1 month. 1 month evidence and then she's saying, but he doesn't call. It means that they've already spoken about it. And then the lady has been complaining, but this guy doesn't call.
Then she should call.
So let me say this to the lady. No.
Then she should do the call.
A good strong relationship does not depend on one person. It depends on two. So let me say this. You know, some of the men, when they need sex, they come with love, or they come with an attitude of mewado, and they know that once they say mewado, you give up or you give in.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes, and so right after sex, they run away. Then they turn their back towards you. So probably the gentleman has gotten what he needed, and now, I mean, he's satisfied, he's okay. He has seen what is unseeable.
All right, let me get your final whether we can wrap up.
All right, and so what we are saying is that this COVID-19, let's take good care of ourselves, wash our hands, use hands sanitizers. We shouldn't, in the name of religion, I am Holy Ghostic, I am anointed, I am powerful, I speak in tongues, God is with me. In the name of that, live anyhow. Let's follow the instructions our leaders. God planted them by his wisdom.
Yes.
And once they've given us these instructions, let's obey simple instructions. Stay home, lock down, don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. You understand? Don't in the name of Christianity and God. I realized that some pastors were even doing church and they were beaten, they were arrested. It's not needed. So please, let's obey the president, let's be disciplined, let's respect Ghana, and it shall be well with us.